Welcome back, everyone, to the Waco Annual Charity Open presented by Prodigy Disc. We are on the back nine of the second and final round here at Brazos Park East, the Beast, watching the showdown between Eveliina and Henna. I'm Sarah Hokom here with Luke Humphries.
How's it going, everybody?
We've seen quite a battle here. We've seen no lead changes, but Henna and Eveliina keep pushing the field to negative numbers. And they're still 3 strokes apart with 9 holes to play and a couple really difficult holes to finish that can literally be 3 and 4 stroke swings.
For sure. The back nine at the Beast has some teeth. Be interested to see how these ladies negotiate those.
Starting with hole 10, par 4, 491 feet. Players are going to throw a distance driver, most likely up to about where that lawnmower is, leaving them a couple hundred feet to approach a guarded basket with a plateau and some difficult bushes behind with rollaway potential that leaves you with difficult putts.
For sure. This green is hard to access, and if you go long, it makes for super tricky putts.
Henna with the beautiful birdie on the previous hole will lead us off. Throwing her destroyer a little bit low.
Stop skipping. It does.
She'll have a hyzer to get to the pin.
Ends up in a great position. Go from the hardest hole on the course to the easiest hole on the course.
Eveliina, a little flip up with her destroyer.
Also prime position. I think if the ladies can get past that middle bunch of trees, they're left with a fairly easy approach to the green.
Heather focused, throwing her D2. Throwing up that left gap, hoping to hyzer into the right side. Just like that.
Wow.
Can she get in front of those trees, though? Oh, she's out. Yeah, she's at the trees and in
him.
position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you Tony Romo'd that call. Said where it was going, and then she did it.
Rebecca throwing a sapphire. Look at the flip on that. That's nice. Leaving herself left, but there's a nice hyzer approach from there.
All you really need to do is be in the fairway to access this green.
Difficult turnover here. Hoping. Oh, that's good angle.
Pan out.
Wow.
Oh,
she's
goodness.
parked.
She got all the way there. Fantastic. Rebecca, a little one-stepper.
With her Explorer.
Oh, no.
She's deep, circle 2. Ouch.
Well, that's going to be a super tricky putt. Obstructed.
Eveliina with an AVR3 looking for Mr. Line a little bit.
She's going to be in that little ditch over there
There's
on the
a
right,
putt.
I think. Yeah. Odd footing, though, that you find on the right side of that green.
Henna hoping to capitalize here with her P2. Looking good, leaving herself just a little putt.
Making it look really easy.
Eveliina looks like she's got a little Annie look.
The green runs away from her.
Oh no.
Stop.
Oh, no.
Didn't go too far, but she'll have more than she was wanting.
Rebecca from way deep.
Oh, my goodness. Does she have a line?
Nope. Those vines, they are just everywhere in the rough.
You're standing on the downhill, putting on the uphill with a low ceiling. It's just really tricky from back there.
Eveliina with a weird staggered stance.
And she's up again. Yeah, the green runs away in almost every direction. Great focus from her. She won't be happy with the bogey, but it was a good finish, a nice putt.
Give her some confidence going into the next putt.
Yeah, and it looks like Henna's probably going to pick up another one on her.
Or 2. Rebecca to save her par.
Great 3 from Heather after being the first to throw in the fairway. Shortest drive, tap in birdie. You'll take that every time.
And Henna with also the tap in birdie.
Uh-oh, we have a game.
That changes things a bit.
Big round of applause for our 2019 Pro Tour champion, Katrina Allen.
On to hole 11, par 3, 279 feet. It's a tight gap off the tee pad to slightly, so it's elevated all the way through this fairway. Got to miss these trees and land close enough to try to give this basket a run. The left side is extremely dangerous by the green, so any putts that don't stick on the green are going to leave you a really tricky uphill obstructed putt from those bushes. Henna, who just brought it to within one stroke on the last hole, is up first.
Rock 3, honestly not a bad kick. Lots of times you can go straight into the bushes with that. It was probably 2 feet right of her.
I think she was feeling a little exhilarated there after getting close to the lead.
Probably a little juiced, yeah, I'd imagine.
Heather, a little too much turn. Tricky approach from there with all those trees.
Mm-hmm. Some Maverick out of Rebecca.
Just needs that to flip more.
Flip.
Just stay right there. Whew, outside the circle, that'll be a decision for her to make about whether she's actually going to run that putt. Eveliina with a glow rock 3. And similar result to Henna.
Yep.
Yeah, battle of the upshots.
Yep.
This is a tough approach. You've got a rollaway potential with the sidearm hitting that side hill.
For sure. Go in the bucket.
But she puts it up on the flat.
Oh, wow, impressive from Eveliina. That was nicely done.
Henna with her P2 also up on the flat. Gives herself a little more length, but very makeable.
Yeah, it's hard not to think about the hill behind the basket from a putt like that.
Juice that one just a little bit. Oh, maybe not.
Great approach
Now,
from
Rebecca,
Heather.
is she laying this up? Oh, it looked like she ran it.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd give her the bid.
Henna with the death putt to save par.
You see that look on her face?
Caught a little right side, or was that left side?
I couldn't tell left, maybe. That's funny, though. Great expression from her.
You don't see, she's pretty stone-faced.
Yeah, she's
you don't
stoic.
see that out of her.
Yeah, for the most part. Maybe having a good friend in Eveliina on the card is helping her relax a little bit.
Everybody cleaning up the par. This hole, even despite how short it is, it really doesn't. We had 0 birdies on it today and only 1 yesterday. So Eveliina was the only one to get this hole the whole tournament.
Really surprising. Shout out to Lydia Lyons for banging a 50-foot par save on it, though.
Wow. Hole 12. Another difficult hole. Par 4, 600 feet. First shot, you're throwing down left to right, and then you're going to throw a shot straight, or you're going to try to get up to the right side. So many trees to navigate. The left side and the right side are dirty. If you get in those, it's an automatic bogey if you're off the fairway.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to this plateaued green with a lot of trees to navigate late. This one is one of the hardest holes on the course. Used to be a par 5. This year they've made it a par 4.
Correct. Yeah, second hardest hole on the course. I think it sets up great for a righty forehand or a lefty backhand, but we see Henna going with a turnover.
Throwing her rock. Oh, that's so easy to miss left on that shot.
Oh, that's a mistake. Just behind the 8 ball, playing from the right rough that early. She's going to have a long hole ahead of her.
Definitely one of those holes that you see big stroke swings.
I think that is almost perfect. Optimal from Heather.
Oh, yeah, get some forward glide. Oh, but now she's pinched between these 2 random trees.
Yeah, it's just stuff you can't help here at the Beast. Even when you peer the line, there's enough trees that your second shot can be obstructed.
Rebecca going putter, throwing the conservative line, and get some good ground play, and she's in great position.
Yeah, well played from her.
Eveliina going aggressive with a destroyer. Just watched Henna have a bad shot, and she's hoping to capitalize.
Looked like she was pushing the back wall, and she needed that to fade quicker. We'll see where she ended up.
Henna doesn't have a lot over here, so she is kind of laying up her putter. It looks like it's good. This is a big shot.
It is.
This is like 450 to the top of the hill.
With that same rock.
Oh, no. Another turnover early release.
With that same disc. 2 early releases on the same
little outside her
hole.
body.
Yeah. Rebecca from a great position in the fairway.
Throwing her terces, a little bit flippy.
Stop right there.
That's not bad. She'll have a hyzer look up that hill.
Yep.
To try to get her par.
Just about 170 feet away.
Par is good out here.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
Henna having to pitch out again.
A second time on this hole already. Just showing you how much trouble you can get into.
She'll be throwing her par shot from only halfway down the fairway. Oh, that's a really bad kick.
That looked like a terrible kick.
Yeah, throwing a distance driver in these woods, you're going to get those pings that put you deep. Henna looking for a turnover shot to get past all those bushes.
Oh, my goodness. What? Fantastic.
How did she get that all the way up there?
Touch.
Oh, my goodness. Whoa, Heather going roller. Stop right there. Ooh, it's going to be another scramble.
Yeah, you can have looks out of there. It just depends on where you're at.
Eveliina going AVR 3.
Inside with it. She needed a little more distance before the turn right, but it kicks out into a great spot. Shouldn't have a problem getting up and down from there.
Rebecca looking for an extreme hyzer to sit right by the pin. She rolled around the pin.
Well done from her. She took putter off the tee, played it straight down the fairway, and is going to take her par. She played that hole perfectly.
Eveliina hits another tree.
The only one to miss.
Our leader's seeing some trouble on this very difficult 12th hole. Giving everybody some hope, huh?
Yeah.
They are human?
Yeah, they are.
What? Chain out. Holy cow. What a throw. Eveliina leaving herself some work. Chasing the photographers.
Yeah, Alyssa able to dodge that one.
Good putt.
Wow.
Double bogey, though. Whew.
Yeah.
Making it interesting.
Yeah, good putt for the double, though.
But Henna also had some trouble on this hole.
Yeah.
But that last shot she threw was ridiculous.
This is also her double bogey putt. Indeed, yeah. To throw a 300-foot shot and end up 10 feet from this basket's incredible.
There's so many trees to miss. And the elevation. Oh, no. Oh, that's going to hurt. That hurts mentally, not just your score.
Yeah.
Hopefully she can recover on the next putt. Feel confident.
So it looked like Henna and Eveliina were going to take the same score. Eveliina ends up picking up a stroke on Henna with the double bogey. Just unfortunate turn of events for these Finnish ladies.
Rebecca with the conservative play, it pays off. Whew, triples. Never want to see that.
Nope.
But there's still only 2 strokes apart. The question is, can Henna maintain her mental game in order to bounce back from that triple?
Yeah, she's going to have to hit some putts coming down the stretch if she wants to take it down. See how she responds.
It is basically a 2-horse race here. Hole 13, par 4, 555 feet. Most players are going to throw up the gut to just to the left of the Mando, hoping to land out into the field on the left, navigating their second shot around this large cedar onto a green with OB left, right, and behind. This one's a very gettable hole, but we are dealing with the tailwind, and it is a relatively tricky tee shot. The gap looks big in practice, but down the stretch of a tournament.
Yeah, with a Mando tree right there on the right.
Perfect execution by Rebecca.
Fantastic.
Leaving her about 275 to the pin.
Yeah, for a righty backhand, the flat to hyzer is the optimal play.
Heather going with the lefty hyzer route. I like this play as well. Looks like she caught some high shrubbery.
Are you taking the super wide route, or are you going through one of those trees?
I'm going super wide. It's the biggest gap.
Yeah.
And for me, it gets me an approach that I can get to the basket from. Eveliina going for big distance, and it pays off.
Yeah.
She'll have only a couple 100 feet to approach this pin.
Pushes it nice and straight right beside that Mando. Oh, no. No.
Oh, the 7. The 7 is looming.
It stays in bounds, too. This is a really tricky spot to be in.
And she's got to still hit that Mando. So she's throwing a turnover with a Roadrunner. I didn't even know she had one of those in her bag.
I don't.
Probably uses it for rollers.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now sit. Now sit. Wow. She is outside circle 2, but she's got an approach to save her par after an early hit.
Yeah. Yep. Rebecca going around that cedar tree. Looks to have done it well. Didn't see how it finished, but I'm guessing pretty well. Should be in circle 1.
Throwing the left line, she threw it a little wide. She's trying to miss that cedar tree. And she's got some work to do still outside circle 2. But with Heather's approach skills, I think she's going to be able to save this par.
Yeah, I wonder if she's just playing
now
this
we're
hole
going to watch Rebecca throw this shot again. Maybe we'll get to watch it finish this time. So she's throwing her Sergeant here. And, oh, yeah.
Wow.
Again, she's playing really good par golf right now.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Actually, that was for her birdie.
Yeah.
So she's got, man, a park job for birdie. Eveliina with her signature sidearm.
Oh, making it look easy.
Putting the pressure on Henna to get up and down here. She's already going to lose 1 stroke. Hopefully she can get it close to the basket to save her par. That's a little tester. We'll see if her putting can handle this now.
Yeah, she'll have another one. Little grinder.
Heather with a nice approach.
Played it perfectly. Tap in. I think that's probably her game plan. Throw out wide, throw up, take your 4, move on.
She doesn't have quite the distance that Henna and Eveliina have, so she's going to have to concede to the par. That was a cut through.
Yeah.
Was that
reaching down
that
for
didn't
her
look like a
mini
bad
already.
putt at all.
No, it didn't. She looked confident that it was staying.
Oof. The birdie for Rebecca.
That's a great way to do it. Short birdie putts are just the way to go.
Oh, yeah. I like those. Tap in time. Tap in time. Henna with a disappointing bogey. Eveliina with the birdie, so we have a 2-stroke swing, and they are now 4 strokes apart going into hole 14. Par 3, 303 feet. Players have the option to throw the sidearm through those big trees on the left or throw a flexing backhand out over the right side, trying to miss this kind of scraggly tree to a sloped green with OB behind it, right and left. Also throwing through a triple Mando right off the bat. Thank you, Zuka, for all your support of the Pro Tour.
Miss it.
Go, go, go. Oh, yes.
Played it perfectly.
That's
She'll have
great.
22
Rebecca's
feet.
strong stroke right now.
Yeah, she's got those fairway drivers dialed. Really plays it
Eveliina
well.
going sidearm. I love this play. Juiced it.
Yeah, maybe lucky that that shot didn't have more height as it was turned over and headed towards the out of bounds. Grab some green grass and stick short. This looks great.
Heather likes this hole. Nice and lefty. Leaves it outside the circle.
Yeah, probably looking to get a little flatter.
This tailwind tends to create that hyzer angle.
Yep.
And then when you try to turn it a little bit, it can push it down and left and out of bounds.
Yeah, great analysis. That's exactly what's going on.
Henna also leaves it a little hyzer. But she's inside the circle.
Yeah.
See if she can get this basket to catch her putt this
I
time.
know, yeah.
Eveliina scrambling, trying to save her par. With that sidearm, she's, rolling it right up there.
Plays the hill perfectly.
Ooh, throws that Cayman really well.
Yeah. Anybody looking to add a forehand to their game, she's a great person to mimic. Stand still. You know, she's got
Heather from way back.
form and confidence. Yeah. A little soft on the bid from Heather.
Rebecca for birdie.
Get it, girl.
Ching.
Nice birdie.
That's
from
2
her.
birdies in a row, followed by a really good par on the toughest hole on the course.
Yeah.
She's coming on strong.
Yeah, it's basically a birdie.
Maybe a little late, though.
Yeah.
Henna for the birdie. There we go. Cashing it
Nice.
in.
Showing mental fortitude there.
Bring it to within 3. We've still got a battle here.
I mean, you got to play hole 17.
17 and 18.
Yep.
And the next 2 holes are birdie opportunities.
Exactly. It's not over till it's over. So we'll have a couple birdies, couple pars.
You can see in the background there the Disc Golf Strong warm-up tent. On to hole 15, a par 4, 558 feet. First shot, most players are going to throw a fairway or a straight shot just beyond the gully. Lefties are going to get to throw out over the road, leaving themselves 200 to 250 feet to approach a green with OB all around it. Have a tailwind on this shot, and it is a very birdieable hole.
Yep,
They're going to all want this.
Our ladies are looking to attack on this one. Straight.
Becca needs it to sit. Oof. She played so clean for the last few holes. That hurts.
Mental mistake.
Henna going with a beast, trying to keep it nice and straight.
Really a beast, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed she has a beast in her bag, but now I see why.
That makes sense now.
Heather with her Air D1, able to throw the air plastic in this tailwind out over the road. Don't get it too low, miss the pole,
Made a little skip.
Just beyond the gully.
Yeah, she was in the gully yesterday. I think she'll be much more pleased with being just past it and having a level lie for her next one.
Eveliina with a destroyer. She needed to flex that. And she is leaving the door wide open for Henna.
Wow. Oh, no.
Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. If that came back in bounds.
Oh,
no. No. Stop. Oh, over the wall.
Oh, wow.
That's
Lots
a lot of
play
ground
on that
play.
one. Yeah. Crazy. So doors open for Henna. She's 3 back, but looking to pick up a stroke here.
Heather going over the road again from about 250 feet. Gets herself inside the circle. That's her money zone.
Yep. Just past that tree is good. Anything short of it, and it'll impede your putt.
Rebecca with a low hyzer. Good shot.
Yeah,
Great
that was
shot.
that Sergeant again, I believe.
Yeah.
Nicely done from her. Henna looking to follow, Eveliina, looking to follow suit.
Throwing her rock 3 deep. That'll leave her headwind, crosswind combo.
Not what you want.
That's rough. After going out of bounds, she's going to struggle to get her par.
See.
And it could be an opportunity here for Henna if this hyzers. Whew.
So she's in the circle. Looked like she had an obstructed lie with that tree in her way. Patent pending out.
Heather for birdie. Oh, little tentative.
Yep, it was. With the downwind.
It's a really tough putt.
Henna to pick up 2 strokes at least on Eveliina.
Oh. Well, she's going to get the one at least.
Yeah, with that left to right wind and her nose down hyzer putt, it just dropped it out of the sky. Rebecca looking to tap in for a 4 after that nice recovery shot.
Showing why she's 3rd in the scramble rate.
Good for her. I think scramble rate has as much to do with your mental game as it does your actual scrambling skills. Just forgetting about everything but the target, not getting shaken. That's
knowing when to be aggressive and when to take your medicine.
Precisely. Yeah.
So with that, we see Henna coming within 2 of Eveliina. And we're going to watch 3 more holes to
There's
see
she
how
right
this... I popped
Sneaking
up there
on
a
the
little
board.
bit.
Yeah, there you go, Sarah.
Hole 16, par 4, 609 feet. Most players are going to get to right about here off the tee. Some of our longer throws will get all the way to this kind of branching tree, leaving them a couple hundred feet to an elevated basket. It's a little bit further away than last year. That OB sidewalk on the right is the main danger. So we're going to see big distance here. This is where they're going to really open it up.
Exactly. Yep. Get as far down there as you can, taking the pressure off the second shot.
Rebecca going with the ballista.
Yeah. Got it nice and flat there for a little bit. She's going to be left on with a turnover shot, maybe a forehand.
She could take that right side. She could throw the hyzer over the sidewalk.
She'll have some options. Be interested to see which way she goes. Henna looking to crush one.
Henna going destroyer.
What a move.
Hyzer to flat.
She's in that upper echelon of power. It's fun to watch.
She'll only have a couple 100 feet to get to the pin. Heather going with that air D1 for major distance. Looks like it left it a little bit hyzer.
The tailwind stabled it out just a bit quicker than she thought. What is Charlie doing in the background?
Eveliina going Shrike. She probably thought that looked like it's a little low, maybe too much turn.
Yeah. If it had been higher, that turn probably would have played perfectly for her.
This is kind of a tough angle here for a lefty. She's got to turn it enough so it doesn't get back into that sidewalk.
Stop. Oh.
Yeah, she kind of, that left side was out of play where she could throw the hyzer around that branching tree. Definitely better on the left side for a lefty.
Unless you have this forehand right here. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, did she hit it?
Probably. It looked like it. Fantastic out of Eveliina.
And a good crosswind for the putt. Rebecca with the sapphire, wanting that to flip up a little more than it did, but she's just outside the circle. The question is, will she run that putt?
Yep, that's a right to left wind. With her hyzer putt, it could just lift it and cruise.
And so close that she gets to throw one of her many rocks, challenging the light poles and leaving herself a nice little 12-footer.
Wow, it looked like she got a little bit of ground skip on that dirt. Most of the time, it just grabs the green grass. Kind of unlucky.
Was that a run from 65 on the elevated basket?
I guess it's hole 16. She's trying to make plays. Good for her.
Rebecca deciding whether she's going to run this or not. She's got it. She doesn't have it's not a good wind. She's got a right to left. Oh, she ran it and left herself some work.
She played it right, which is what she needed to do with the hyzer putt and right to left wind.
Oh, it does cost her.
Opposite wind, shoving her disc down.
Henna for birdie.
Great from her. Yeah, that was a hard putt. She just popped it in there.
Eveliina to match. They stay 2 strokes apart with 2 holes to play.
Wow. 2 of the toughest holes on the course coming up. I mean, the drama couldn't get any thicker. Rebecca just chucking it in there. Heather
deciding she doesn't need anything of air between her hand and the basket.
That was funny.
All right, hole 17, par 4, 530 feet. First shot is going to be left to right up to where these 2 trees are at the top of this hill. And then the next shot is where the teeth happens. You got this water on the left, OB everywhere, and you got a headwind off the tee and then a left to right crosswind as you're approaching the basket. This one is as tough as it gets.
Yeah, one of the best holes in golf, in my opinion.
Henna going with a rock on a turnover line.
That looks to be...
Get to that spot. That looks good.
Little short.
Yep.
Pretty prime.
Eveliina going sidearm with her destroyer. Drifting a little left. Hopefully those 2 trees aren't in her way.
Oh, you saw the wind come into play there.
She's going to have to step around those trees to get a shot to the pin. Rebecca, one of the few sidearms here we're seeing off the tee.
Interesting.
Going with her fairway driver. And, man, that looks good. Oh, did he hit that tree?
I didn't think so.
See it.
Looked like it was past it, but the camera reaction definitely looked like it.
Heather with a D2. This is a great hole for a lefty. See if she can get it in the position to get to the pin.
She's going to have a longer approach, but probably a really good angle from there. And
Rebecca did hit that tree. Dang. All right, so she's got to pitch it around the corner. Hope to stay in bounds.
It's like one of the hardest pitches.
This is, yeah.
It's totally blind.
She could even just pitch it up to the mouth and then throw.
Yeah.
Looks like she was in bounds.
Yeah, well played from her.
Heather's got to throw this way out over the water and hope that the wind pushes it back and not too far because you got that OB on the right side.
That's fantastic.
And, yep. She's got to look at birdie.
Yeah.
A little bit of headwind there, but
straddle out, stand still.
Evelina's going to have to throw it out over the water too. Down the hill out over the water. She doesn't want it to turn too much.
Oh my goodness, what a shot.
She executes deep of the basket. That's a pretty good putt though. Well, I guess it's right to left.
Just
it's
having
inside the circle though.
Yeah. Trusting it out over the water.
Henna throwing another rock on a turnover line.
Too tight.
Looks a little tight. But thank you, Disc Golf Pro Tour Wall.
Oh
Hand-dyed supply.
Yeah, but what a putt she's going to have now. Anything that misses long on that putt is almost assuredly going in the water.
Rebecca looking to approach this as close as possible to save her par after the unfortunate tree kick. And that looks pretty good.
I mean, she played it as good as she could have played it after that drive with the pitch up, landing inbounds.
Henna for the birdie in a headwind. Yeah, it's tough.
Just hard to run that one basket high.
And the water right behind it.
Yeah.
Sloped towards it.
Exactly.
And can she capitalize? Oh, that's a good run.
It was. She's got
Eveliina can extend her lead to 3 with a make right here. Yeah.
Bangs it. Grabs the birdie.
That's
going to
be comfortable going into the 18th hole.
That's fantastic. There were 13 OBs on this hole out of the 28 ladies that played it. So it definitely had some teeth. There was an 8, there was 3 7s, and 4 6s on this hole. So the teeth definitely out there to bite.
Nice catch, Prodigy basket.
It was.
A T2? Which one is that?
That is. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and congrats to Kona, Paige Shue, Christina Lincecum, and Haley King for also getting this birdie today.
What a birdie to get. Yep, shout out to those ladies.
And our final hole of the Waco Charity Open, hole 18, par 3, 468 feet. Most players are going to throw to the left side fairway on a hyzer line and then throw across the water to gather a par. May see a couple players go for this. We know that Henna and Eveliina both have the distance to get there. I would guess Eveliina having the tee here and a 3-stroke lead, that she is not going to give us that show and is going to play conservatively up the left side.
Yep, I would guess.
But Henna, she needs this birdie.
Agreed.
So I'm hoping to see her throw it over the water.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what she does. It is a long ways, though.
Eveliina going with a Thunderbird, fairway driver, and very nice.
Yeah, the ladies are dealing with a headwind on this hole. If they don't get enough hyzer on the disc, it'll flip over easily and go into the water. So they got to make sure that they get their angles right and end up in the fairway safe. Looks like Henna's laying up.
Oh no!
No.
Was that a layup? I mean, her body was angled for the layup, but then she juiced it.
Came a little flat out of the hand, maybe.
Okay, well, that was the moment.
Yeah, it was. I saw a lot of the men doing the exact same thing, just throwing it a little flat.
And they're trying to keep it low in that wind.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's such a tight margin there. And Rebecca with the similar mistake.
Get over
but
there.
Is this going to cost her?
Oh,
yeah. Oh, wow.
There was no
close as it
margin.
gets. Oh, my
Literally
gosh.
as close as it gets. Well done from her, though. That's the best place to approach the green from.
And Heather utilizing the sidearm here.
X2 out of her.
So nice to have both shots on holes like this.
Agreed. This is no gimme here. Still dealing with the headwind, and this basket is closer to the water than in years past. So anything past the basket is going to leave a death putt coming back.
But if you leave it short, you you get almost no distance
And
off the
just
shot.
Rethrown again.
And she's inside the circle.
Yeah.
Similar to where she was yesterday, but yesterday she finished her round with a missed putt.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to see if she can clean that up today. Henna throwing her third shot. Leaves it way hyzer, but she's there.
Stays up.
Rebecca trying to match Heather right now as they are tied.
Looks like the wind just kept it out to the right, didn't let it hyzer back.
Henna to save the bogey. Oh, wow.
Great effort from her from 50 feet.
Had a nice little Annie look on it with that uphill putt. Heather to secure her spot in 5th place.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Clutch as it
Great
comes.
Putt.
Way to finish.
That feels good after missing that one yesterday to capitalize and get that par.
Yeah, great tournament from Heather.
Now, Rebecca, she's got to hit this putt or she was going to finish one stroke worse than Heather. So they are on the matching game, and she does.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Little right side, but in the bucket.
Answers Heather's putt. Great way to finish for those ladies.
Eveliina as a bit of a formality here for a par putt.
Might just see a layup to make sure no rollaways or anything
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
there's a bit of danger.
Oh, she's taking her time like she's just going to bang it.
But really, are you going to lay that putt up?
I mean,
I
I like
know.
wins.
So yeah, W's are more important than score.
She's got a few strokes to play with, though. So.
True story. All right. Well.
Yeah, as good as a layup.
You can see her smiling about it.
Off.
She's like, yeah, I already won. It's fine.
And
our
she's gonna
winner
go ahead and tap out.
Taps it in.
Eveliina, fantastic player out of Finland. Can't wait to watch her as she continues her career and plays more in the United States. Really fun.
Yeah, and that'll be her second big win of the year.
Getting a hug from her best friend, Henna.
They do travel together, and it shows.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for the final round of the Waco Charity Open. Congratulations to Eveliina and also to Henna and all the competitors out here. We had a field of 28 and always looking for support for the FPO. Thank you, GK Pro, for filming and all of our sponsors. Thanks to Luke for joining me.
It was a pleasure,
That was
Sarah.
fun.
Don't know when we'll get to do this again. Hopefully sooner than later. But
yeah, the Pro Tour is a bit up in the air as this unfortunate virus is kind of taking the world by storm. But hey, maybe that'll be time for some extra content for all of our media crews and maybe all the fans at home. You'll get to see some stuff you maybe haven't seen.
Yeah, exactly. Different opportunities. Anyways, thanks for joining us. Come back and see us.